Hello, my name is Artur Valerievich and I teach anatomy. And today we're gonna speak about arteries of leg and foot. And we will start with popliteal artery. As you remember, arteria femoralis go through canalis adductorius, and when it exits this canal via this hiatus adductorius, it became arteria popliteal. So here is popliteal artery. It go on fossa popliteal, go down and enters another canal. You remember canalis crura popliteus. Inside this canal, or just some point before, it will divide. It will divide on anterior and posterior tibial arteries. So this is the end of popliteal artery. It's short, arteria popliteal. It gives some branches. And these branches, they all supply knee joint, and they have the same name, arteria genus. So we have two superior and two inferior arteries and one like middle artery. So first one will have name arteria genus superior lateralis. And so this will be arteria genus superior medialis. Then we will have two inferior, so this will be arteria genus inferior medialis and arteria genus inferior lateralis. And one will be arteria mediana genus. So we have 5 branches, 5 arteries. All of them are supply knee joint, and in some books you can read arteria popliteal also give small muscle branches. They have a own name. They will called arteria or rami suralis. Rami suralis, as you can see, they supply triceps sura. Actually, they supply gastrocnemius muscle. And it's all about arteria popliteal. Terminates inside canalis crura popliteus and divides on posterior and anterior tibial arteries. So if we talk about anterior, arteria tibialis anterior, as you can see, it go through orifice in membrane, in membrana interossea cruris, come to anterior side of this membrane and go down. And it's two first branches. It give one branch right inside the canalis crura popliteus on posterior side, and just after the exit of this orifice of membrane. These both arteries go up and also supply knee joint, and they will called recurrent arteries. So this posterior one will have name arteria tibialis recurrens posterior, and this one on anterior side will have name arteria recurrens tibialis anterior. So we have two recurrent arteries that come to knee joint also and will supply knee joint. And now we can describe supply of knee joint. Knee joint is supplied by 8 arteries. In most cases it's 8 arteries. One of them you know from previous topic. It's arteria descendens genus. It descends artery that came from arteria femoralis. Then from arteria popliteal we have 5 branches. Arteria genus superior lateralis, arteria genus superior medialis, and arteria mediana genus, and 2 inferior. Arteria inferior genus medialis, arteria inferior genus lateralis, and 2 recurrent arteries from tibialis anterior. So here we have arteria recurrens tibialis anterior, and there arteria recurrens tibialis posterior. So here you have supply of knee joint, 8 arteries. After arteria tibialis anterior give this recurrent arteries, it's laying on membrane, on anterior surface of membrane, go down between anterior group of muscles of leg, supply them, and on the level of articulatio talocruralis, it, as you can see, give 2 more branches to malleolus. medialis and to malleolus lateralis. This will be ramus malleolaris medialis anterior. This will be ramus malleolaris lateralis anterior. Then arteria tibialis anterior crosses articulatio talocruralis and became arteria dorsalis pedis. So arteria tibialis posterior, it go down inside canalis crura popliteus and give also muscle branches, a lot of ramia muscularis, and the biggest branch of tibialis posterior is this arteria fibularis or arteria peronea, you may read in some books. Arteria fibularis, it's, as you can see, decline laterally and enters another canal. It enters canalis musculoperoneus inferior. Inferior musculoperoneal canal, go down in this canal. On the level of malleolus lateralis, as you can see, it will divide on some branches. First one, it's a branch that go to lateral malleolus, but from the back side, and it will have name ramus malleolaris lateralis posterior. Another one go to calcaneus, and it will have name ramus calcaneus lateralis, also lateralis because it came from lateral side. Another one, as you can see, it also penetrate membrana interosseo cruris and come to anterior side. So this will be ramus perforans, and the last one is ramus communicans, communicant branch that is anastomose with arteria tibialis posterior. Tibialis posterior go down, and also on the level of articulatio talocruralis, on the level of medial malleolus, it will also give these branches to malleolus medialis from backside, so it will be ramus malleolaris medialis posterior. It will give branch to calcaneus, ramus calcaneus medialis. Then it will go, as you can see, under this retinaculum flexorum and come on plantar surface of foot. It will divide, as you can see, on two plantar arteries. So this is the end of tibialis posterior. Now you can see that we have two branches that supply malleolus lateralis, two branches supply malleolus medialis, and two branches supply calcaneus. And in these places also will be, as you can see, networks. There will be rete. So on malleolus lateralis will be rete malleoli lateralis, on medial malleolus will be rete malleoli medialis, and on calcaneus will be rete calcanei. Rete malleoli lateralis will be created by ramus malleolaris lateralis posterior from arteria fibularis and ramus malleolaris anterior from tibialis anterior. Rete malleolari medialis will be created by ramus malleolaris medialis posterior from posterior tibial artery and ramus malleolaris medialis anterior from tibialis anterior artery. And rete calcanei will be created by ramus calcaneus lateralis from arteria fibularis and ramus calcaneus medialis from arteria tibialis posterior. As you already know, continuation of tibialis anterior, arteria tibialis anterior, it's laying on foot, on backside of foot, and became arteria dorsalis pedis. As you can see, it declined to the side of first intermetatarsal space, and here it will terminate and divides on a lot of branches. So first two branches it give on the level of tarsal bones. They have the same name, so this will be ramus tarsalis medialis, this will be ramus tarsalis lateralis. On the level of base of metatarsal bones, arteria dorsalis pedis give this branch that will like decline laterally and create this like arc, and this branch is called arteria arcuata. Arteria arcuata that will make anastomose with tarsalis lateralis and will give some branches. We will describe them later. Arteria dorsalis pedis come to first intermetatarsal space and terminates by two branches. First one, it will be arteria metatarsalis dorsalis hallucis, or just prima, first one. This will divide on three proper digital dorsal arteries. And main thing, it's ramus plantaris profundus, deep plantar branch that will, as you can see, penetrate first intermetatarsal space and will create plantar arc. Arteria tibialis posterior divides on the plantar surface on two arteries, on arteria plantaris medialis and arteria plantaris lateralis, two plantar arteries. And if you talk about medial, arteria plantaris medialis go in medial groove, and it will supply muscles of hallux, and it will terminate it by first proper digital plantar branch. Also, it will make some anastomosis with branches of plantar arc. The main thing in this topic is arteria plantaris lateralis. Lateral plantar artery, it decline to lateral side, and on the level, as you can see, of base of fifth metatarsal bone, it will decline to medial side, go until first intermetatarsal space, and here will create anastomosis. This part, it's part of arteria plantaris lateralis, and this ramus plantaris profundus from dorsalis pedis that penetrate first intermetatarsal space. So it's make on the plantar side, it make anastomosis with plantaris lateralis and create this arc. The name of this arc is arcus plantaris. As you can see, it gives a lot of branches, and first of them it's few perforant branches. Rami perforantes, as you can see, that penetrate also in second and third and fourth intermetatarsal spaces and create anastomosis with arteria arcuata on the dorsal side of your foot. And then it gives 4 more branches, or even 5. It will vary to the fingers, and they will have name arteria metatarsalis plantaris, plantar metatarsal artery, that go forward, and they became arteria digitalis plantaris communis, and then will divide on each on 2 arteria digitalis plantaris propria, proper plantar arteries that will supply adjacent aspects of fingers. Like exception, it will be like digitus minimus. It can have, as you can see, its own plantar artery, digital, or this branch can originated from last metatarsal plantar, from here. And so the first one. Hallux, it also can have this branch from plantaris medialis, or this branch from metatarsalis plantaris first. What about dorsal side? On dorsal side, we have, as you remember, arteria arcuata that create anastomosis with tarsalis lateralis, and also have perforans anastomosis with plantar arch. And from this arteria arcuata there will be 4 metatarsalis dorsalis that also will become digitalis communis dorsalis, then will divide on digitalis dorsalis propria, proper dorsal digital arteries. And it's like on the plantar side. First divide on 3, 2 to first finger to hallux, and 1 to second, and the last one also on 3, 2 on fifth finger, and 1 to fourth. So as you can see, supply of toes, it also similar to supply of fingers of hand. So each toe got 4 arteries, 2 arteria digitalis dorsalis propria, and 2 on plantar side, arteria digitalis plantaris propria. So I guess that's all. Thank you for attention. Ask me some questions, subscribe to my channel. See you later. Peace.